Warning, this video contains heavy spoilers for Persona 5 Royal. You have been warned. Now imagine yourself in a world where everything that you ever wanted is true. Money, friends, jobs, the perfect family, the perfect neighborhood, the perfect amount of money, the perfect situation out of life. Everything that you ever wanted in your entire life, it's now yours. Every mistake that you once did, it's now fixed. Every regret in your life is now fixable. In this world, in this dream world, in this fake world, no one can be hurt, no one can cry, no one can be sad. In this world, only perfection exists. Only happy memories exist in this world. Now, will you ever reject that word and stay in the real world where everything is not perfect, and sometimes you might even feel that the entire world is up against you? Will you accept that fake reality and live a lie for the rest of your life? But it will be a happy lie, as for some people might call it a white lie. A white lie is a lie you tell other people to basically prevent bad stuff from happening. So a white lie, some people would actually argue that is a good lie. What I just explained is the fake reality, as the English dub version of Persona 5 refer to it, which means that the entire world around you is a lie, or the dream world, as the Japanese refer to it. It's just a dream, a beautiful dream, in fact, that you have to have the willpower to choose to wake from this beautiful dream. Now, whatever version of the game you have played, both the games are talking about Dr. Mariuki, or Takio Mariuki as you might call him, vision or goals of creating a world for everyone to be happy, whatever they chose to be part of that world or not. So you are part of the Dr. Mariuki plan, whatever basically, if you agreed or not. You are forced to be happy. And in fact, I do agree with that. Everyone got the right to be happy, but I truly believe that everyone deserves to be happy. And now we are going to talk about the Phantom Thieves. Of course, we gotta talk about the Phantom Thieves because it's Persona 5. Talk about rebellion, and the Phantom Thieves have in fact the rebellion heart, which called a persona. A persona, it's the power of the heart. Fight for a better tomorrow, fight against this injustice in the entire world. That makes sense. Even the Phantom Thieves, all of them, every single one of them, have accepted Mariuki reality without a second of a thought. Why so? I truly believe that the Phantom Thieves are not above everyone else. They're just simply still humans. Even though they chose to fight, at the end of the day, we all have our own desires, our own dreams, and the Phantom Thieves are no different. They are no ordinary humans. Now, the only character that basically the game shows are the main player character, the protagonist, which we like to call him in this channel, Joker. But Joker and Goro Akechi are both very different from the rest of the Phantom Thieves. They both have, almost day one, have noticed that there's something very wrong, and they're quickly, to point fingers at this is wrong, and this is wrong. And they start their little own investigation on the matter, and they go and they see the other members of the Phantom Thieves and see how they are performing on the fake reality of Mariuki. Now, sadly for Goro and Joker, each member of the Phantom Thieves are sink way too deep into their own dreams. I'm guessing that Yusuke is finally eating that lobster, boy. I'm just joking. Joker tried to convince them, but basically no luck to him. They turn him down. Akechi and Joker then go solo into the Mariuki Palace to save the world, of course, because that's what heroes do. And after that, after like a little mini boss fight, the other Phantom Thieves members join the fight, and with the power of friendship happens in there. and you progress normally through the palace. Now I want to talk about the Mariuki Palace. It's very different from other palaces that we actually play on Persona 5 Royal. And for basically example, when you try to ambush a shadow, the shadow scream, please stop, or please help me. I think that is just very special because we never truly hear any shadow speak to us. I don't know. I think that is just very special. Now, Mariuki idea is great on paper, and I do agree with most of the thing that basically he is speaking of. But my problem with this is that he is forcing people into fake reality, whatever basically they want it to go or not. When you progress through his palace, you find evidence of like brainwashing people. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that method personally. Brainwashing people is not cool. So that is like the only thing that Mariuki did wrong, I guess. Now, why did Mariuki did all of this? Because everything have his own reason, right? Because villains just simply don't see themselves as villains. Your actions are not bad because nobody sees himself as the bad guy. Everyone got a reason. And if you understand one person's motivation and ideas, then maybe his action that way makes more sense to you. So we're gonna explain that. Now, Mariuki had some loved ones in his life. They are called Rupi. Now, Rupi was very sick and they showed her on the hospital. Basically, she was in the hospital because she was suffering from like a trauma of an accident that happened to her parents. She suffered a lot, but Mariuki uses his new persona power for the first time, and her pain is gone. Like that, boom. She smiles for the first time in a really, really long time, and that make Mariuki really happy. In fact, like he just start laughing. After basically having so many bad times, Ruby finally had a good day that she can smile on. Now, Mariuki had to pay the price because nothing is free in this world. Neither is you watching this video. You are paying the price for it. The price that Mariuki had paid is him being erased from her memory. Basically, he is just a stranger right now. He is not even a member, and that is just sad. But to Mariuki, seeing her happy meant more to him than he preferred other people's happiness than his own. And that is just shows what type of a person Mariuki really is, what he is trying to accomplish here. Alright, so now one thing about Ruby that her problem did not get solved. Mariuki did not rewrite history, he did not change history. He just simply made her forget about all of these bad stuff. He just changed her cognition. He brainwashed her, if you want to say it like that. She was all aces. Do you know this like meme in like most of the animes where the cute anime girl says pain, pain, go away? It's simply like that, but Atlas made like an entire DLC out of it. And that was enough for Dr. Mariuki to be happy and content. And then he kept pursuing his research on the cognitive world. And then he just kept on going into helping other people, such as Simire. With Mariuki help, Simire have gained her confidence back, and in fact, Simire is shown to be happier, more confident. She is working on her moveset. She is trying her best, but still, she was missing something because she was just simply running away from her problem. Such a misbelief inside people ideas that problems only bring suffer and stuff like that. Well, it is true. Having problems, having bad times, having like mistakes, it's a really bad feelings to have. And you might cry, you might be sad, you might be watching too sad anime, studio, or whatever your fixes. I mean, like these problems help us grow as a person. we do not learn from our successes in life. We just learn from our failures. And I think a lot of people are having a hard time learning that hard truth, you know? Simply, the more you fail, the more you learn from your failures, you become stronger because you can't make the same mistake twice in a row, if that makes any sense. So in Simire, she did not grow at all, as we saw in the Mariuki Palace, and how she simply reacted. She was too hurt, she was afraid to experience that pain, and she just ran away. So after fighting Simire, doing her little boss fight, now let's just fast forward a little bit. You succeeded solving all of the puzzles, defeating all the shadows, and congratulations, you have reached the treasure location, and all what is left is sending the calling card. At the night, Mariuki calls into all-nighter personal call. He confirmed that he wants to see you in person because he just knows they are coming for my treasure. Alright, so he comes into La Plance, he sit down, talk with you one more time, and you go in to catch Akechi. If you did the right choices, which you should made the right choices at this point, offering you to accept his reality. At this point, you already made up your mind. You know, I'm not going to accept your reality because it doesn't help me. Of course, it's gonna be a beautiful dream, gonna be a good time, but at the end, I am the one who is hurting the most. Or at least that is what Joker feels. But Dr. Mariuki had one card in his hand, and that card was Goro Akechi. Now, we all know that Goro Akechi have indeed died, or at least the game claimed to be dead in Shido's palace. He got shot. He's supposedly dead, but the game really haven't said the word dead, but let's just assume that he just died. How the hell is Akechi is standing right next to Joker? Yes, that's right. Just a cognitive fake version of himself. He's just an illusion. He's just a fake. If you really wants to save Akechi, then you better stay in this world, you know? That was a really good card that Mariuki had, and the game is gonna give you one more chance. Do you want to accept Mariuki reward? But at this point, Goro Akechi comes in with probably one of his best lines. You know what? I spent the most of my life being a puppet. Now I am finally free. I can do whatever the hell I want. If that price for like freedom is to be erased from the entire universe, I'm willing to pay it. Akechi for once, you know, him being best boy, of course, encourage you to fight on. So yes, you go in, you fight Mariuki, and you go into this wonderful boss fight. Then yeah, thank you for playing Persona 5 Royal. Everything that you experienced was a dream, beautiful dream, because it was a beautiful DLC. I can tell you that. I think what we can learn from Mariuki Dream World is running away from your problems doesn't actually solve them. I think that is the lesson that we have to learn from Persona 5 Royal, because at the end we see like Makoto and Haru actually graduating and going into college. Yosuke is like trying to become an artist. Ryuji is moving from Shibuya into another city. Joker is going back into his hometown. So it's not the perfect ending. At the end, they all end up alone. They all end up in their own separate ways, and they're all fighting their own fight in the real world, you know, getting a job, getting an education, going into their own life, going into their own journey. And I think that is like the message that Persona 5 Royal I trying to send us here. Well, if you made it up to this point, thank you so much for watching. I doubt that you have watched the entire video because it's a really long video. But if you did, make sure to type in the comments, Goro Akechi is just Goro Akechi. If you type that in the comments, then I will know that you watched the entire video. It really means a lot that you are watching this. I will let you know I have a lot of stuff in the working right now. So if you want to watch my new videos, make sure to subscribe. Let me know and be honest with me. Would you escape your current situation to live on Dr. Mariuki Perfect Word. And you have to be honest. I don't want no excuses here. I don't want no fake thing. Because definitely I would love living on Dr. Mariuki Word. I'm a 50-50. I might stay here. I might go into Dr. Mariuki Word. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Or will you stay in the world? Keep fighting. Because that's what we do. We keep fighting, proving our worth every single day. Because that is what gives us value. Nobody's born with value into this world. Do you give your own value? Well, let me know in the comments, and bye bye. Have a better day than me.